How's it going, guys? This is another edition of um, My Two Cents on Dino Away Days. This is Dino speaking. I hope you're good. Um, this next edition of My Two Cents is on Arsenal Football Club. And after the last couple of games in the league, yeah, certain things have happened. There was once a couple of controversial things have happened in that one, but um, you know, is what it is with VAR and penalty decisions. We've been there before and said what we've had to say about those, and I've said what I've had to say. So I'm not gonna dwell too much on those because that's why I didn't do my 2 cents on those games. Incidentally, Alistair, I am gonna put up your reaction to that game as well. Considering that you're an Everton fan, I'm gonna put that one up after I've done this. Um, yeah, so guys, if you are listening, you're watching this on YouTube, and this will go on TikTok as well, for everyone to see on there. So if you do have TikTok, do give me a follow on Away Day Sports as well. Um, so pretty good game. um, very interesting game today. Very yeah. Just what can I say? When you say that players have to step up and do what they got to do, that's exactly what happened tonight. Um, Arsenal 3, Real Madrid nil. The current reigning defending champions of Europe come to the Emirates, and that's what happens. And I for one, am so happy with that result today. Um, I'm not gonna get all hyped up about it. However, it is a brilliant. It's just a brilliant result um, to take home. Thoroughly deserved. Two goals from two magnificent goals from Declan Rice, two great free kicks from him, and the third one from Mikel Marino. Um, I'm gonna go back to the first half because in the first 20 minutes it was like both teams are still trying to figure each other out. It wasn't dead. They were both teams came out to try and get 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 a shot on goal. Mbappe did have a couple of opportunities. He was looking quite lively in the first 10-15 minutes, but then he kind of drifted away, and then Arsenal picked themselves up. Um, the last 20 minutes of the first half year, we started to step up a bit more, and the more it went on, the more Real Madrid went back. We had a couple of opportunities. If we had a striker in there, and Martinelli and Saka were very good and effective on the wings, especially Saka on the right hand side. He was giving David Alaba all sorts of problems, especially with two crosses. I think midway through the first half, put him in the 6 yard box and there's no one there. It's them times where you need a poacher, you need a striker in there just to put them in the back of the net. Um, Very unfortunate, but we didn't give up. We kept on going, and we got our just desserts in the second half with two brilliant free kicks in I think in the space of 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Both from Declan Rice, both in the same position to beat Courtois in that manner. Those are the type of goals that you have to score. It takes something special to be a goalkeeper like that, especially when you're playing at Real Madrid. And he kept Real Madrid in the game in the first half. There was a couple of occasions where he kept a header out and then he kept the rebound out. And then the second half, he had a couple in that half as well. Arsenal could have easily won this game by another couple of goals. Going into it, looking into it more. So, but as I said, Declan Rice had two brilliant free kicks, and then the third one, Mikamin just allowed it to get on his foot and just allowed the pace of the ball to put in the back of the net. Um, very well taken game, very well deserved, very well played. Tactically, everything was perfect. Arsenal were looking very comfortable. Um, Real Madrid just dropped their. I think after the second goal, they dropped their heads, and Arsenal just took it into their stride a bit more, and they done very well with it. And I couldn't be more proud of the team in that response. Very good game, and every single one of them who played today was very good. Um, in this game tonight. I mean, the two free kicks from Declan Rice. I mean, I'm watching with my people on TikTok live, and I'm ahead of them in time, and I see the ball go in the back of the net, and I was like, wow. I thought to myself, the first time, yeah, you got it done once. But to do it again the second time, and the second one was probably even better than the first. Um, you know, can't say anything because in that discussion on TikTok Live, we was talking about who the better midfielder is, and everyone was talking about Caicedo being a better midfielder than Declan Rice. And I thought to myself, well, I've never seen Caicedo do that. Um, do those type of free kicks. I don't see Caicedo taking corners and causing a problem with his corner taking for his teammates. So it was very very well taken to step up in this type of game and do that against the European champs, the defending champions at that, and have a dominant display like that was brilliant. Especially when you consider who they had playing, they had all their players in, and I remember just yesterday they were saying that all the players who were subject to being disciplined or being suspended, all of them played apart from Danny Ceballos because I think he was injured. But Rudiger played, Saka, Mbappe played, Vini played, Courtois was in goal. They still had a very, very strong team. David Alaba at left back, they still Valverde at right back. They had a very, very strong team out tonight, and that's exactly what I wanted. I said in the last tie, I would prefer Arsenal to play Real Madrid over Atletico Madrid because we all know what Atletico is like. They're a lot tougher to break down. Um, Diego Simeone has them set up to like be like that, and that's I think that would have happened tonight if we played them. So playing against Madrid, they're going to come out and play, and it worked in our favour tonight, and it was very very good. Very very good first leg. Do we have one foot in the next round? Absolutely not. I am not counting my chickens before they hatch in regards to whether we've got one foot into that next round or not, because we all know that Real Madrid are more than capable of scoring 3-4 goals at the Bernabeu, and it's not going to be an easy one because they're going to respond, and it's going to be in the back of their mind, and the game's next week, so we ourselves need to be on it. We need to be focused on the game. I wouldn't necessarily say that we need to just sit back. I don't think we should do that. I think we should just come out and just play how we played today, and just knock the ball around a bit and just play like you play in the playground. Just kick the ball around, just kill some time. That's what I feel Arsenal need to do. If we can get a goal, then that'll make it a lot easier. Um, if we lose 3-1, we lose 3-1, we'll still go through. But I would rather us go there and play our game, and if we can get a goal early, then that'll knock their confidence a bit because then they'll have to score 5 goals, and that's a huge ask. Um, Man the match. I mean, I don't think there's really anywhere you can actually give this to. There's no really. I can't think. Well, it's gonna go to Declan Rice. I'll give it to Declan Rice. However, um, there's a few players who I want to give flowers to in their performance today. Um, Saka's one, Martinelli's one, and Thomas Partey's another one. Thomas Partey done well in the middle of the park to break things down. He done very very well, especially in that midfield when you got the likes of Modric and Camavinga in the midfield with you. Going up against you, Martin Odegaard was playing very well, pulling the strings in that free role position. He done very very well today. Ultimately, though, there is one player in particular who I want to praise more so than those guys on today's game, and that is Jacob Cure. Um, you know, when you're seeing your one of your starting defenders get injured and he's out for the season now, and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh damn, one of our best defenders is out. He's one of the best defenders when it comes to set pieces. He's now injured, and we're playing Real Madrid." For Keogh to come in and play the way he played today, he done very, very well. He was very composed. He was relaxed. The partnership between him and Saliba, keeping Mbappe contained, they done very, very well. They didn't panic. There were a couple of iffy moments in the first half. A couple of jitters came into play, a couple of sloppy passes. That was probably a bit down to, I think one of them was down to Timber. But beyond that, they as the game grew on, the confidence was there. So I have to give a special mention to Jacob Keogh because I know all the plaudits are going to go to Declan Rice on his performance tonight, as well as Saka as well. But I have to give a shout out to Keogh as well because he done very very well tonight. Um, when you talk about next man up, That's what you're talking about. You want someone to come in and replace, come in to take over that for that person and to step up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Very very good performance from him as well. David Ray didn't really have too much to do, but when called upon, he was there. He made himself a presence when crosses came in. He was commanding, and he was calm as well. And what more could we say? Every single player done put in a shift today, and it was a very 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 good performance. Crazy thing is, from what a couple of people were saying, we didn't we won the game. We didn't play that, but we didn't play as well as that we could do. I always felt that Arsenal can play better than what we did tonight. But do you know what? You can't have any complaints now, because I don't think anyone saw Arsenal win this game by 3 goals to nil. I thought Arsenal. I thought we'd probably win by the odd goal, by like winning by a goal to nil, and just go back to the Bernabeu and see what we can do there. But to win 3-0 with the players that they had in, with basically a full strength squad, was brilliant. And I'm very happy with the performance, and I'm very happy for the boys. So yeah, hopefully just a kickstart and see where it goes. If it does progress us to the next round, Aston Villa or Paris Saint Germain are waiting in the next round, so it's going to be the winner of that who we play next. So we'll see how it goes. But overall, very very good performance from the team. Um, let's build on it. We're playing at the weekend, and then we're playing the return against Madrid next week. I believe it's next week. Um, so yeah, let's see what the team's made of. Let's see what we can do. So yeah, very happy with the results. So come on, you Gooners, come on, Arsenal. North London's red. So, but guys, that's me. If you are watching this, you're watching this on YouTube. Hope you guys do give me a. If you are watching for the first time, do give me a like and a subscribe, and do give me a follow. I'm also going to put this on my YouTube, on my TikTok channel as well, which is Away Day Sports. Days is spelled Daze. You can follow me on there if you are on TikTok. You can see me reacting to all sorts of things, and it's mainly American football and football which I do. So I hope to see you guys over there. So it would be good to have your support. So, but guys, that's Away Days. This is Dino talking to you here. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is another edition of my 2 cents. I will see you guys in the next one. Up the Gooners. Take it easy.